Oh, hey, you're back. How was The Last Jedi? I mean, yeah, it was pretty decent. I mean, at the end, there's lots of death, lots of death. That was important. Yeah, but who specifically died? Well, you see, his name is... Yeah, we all know Han Solo dies. Get over it. Wow, you're really late to the party, aren't you? Yep. Hello, guys. Welcome to DSFR. Wait, you want me to actually explain the game? That wouldn't be very fun, would it? As you can tell by the intro, I saw Last Jedi... basically when the start of the game started, so that's pretty unfortunate. Though I did get to see the first goal by Santini. That was it was on a screen. It was on the screen at the bar there. I got to see the Santini goal. It was pretty trash. Lennon, what are you doing? Well, we'll get into that right now. The Stars lose 2-5 to the New Jersey Devils. The Stars fall down to 18-14-1, while the Devils improve to 18-9-4, a much neat or 18-9-5, a much needed win for them. I think they're third in the division, something like that. I think they're tied with Columbus and Washington for that division lead. It's a pretty close race in that top three. And for New Jersey, this is a pivotal win for them to get ahead of the Rangers, who won tonight in LA. To go against the Islanders, who were kind of taking a step back a little bit these past couple games. It's very key for them to get this win. And for the Stars, it's an Eastern Conference team. I'm not too worried about it. And a pretty good Eastern Conference team to boot. I think we're fine. My opinion was always keep Kari going until he has a bad game. Then he does this. Put Bishop in net and against the Flyers. I guess it would be today. They're on a back-to-back. So basically, just do whatever you want, but don't put Lettinen in. I don't think there's any chance that Lettinen gets in there. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how Bishop does, because the Flyers are on, I think they're on either a 4 or 5 game winning streak, which is pretty ridiculous after losing 10 straight. I think the Stars are pretty streaky, but the Flyers, they're on a different level than the Stars, man. But I just don't know anymore. So the Devils are a fantastic team. They're a fantastic team. They're just great on all sides of the puck, in all honesty. They're great on offense. Something that has been different from the past couple of seasons. Defensive-wise, they're solid, and Corey Schneider has just been fantastic for them. Keith Kincaid has really stepped up for them as well. He's played well in a black-up role, and he's done fantastic for them. And Corey Schneider is doing fantastic to boot. So I think their goaltender situation is as good as it can be. And their defense, it's done a lot better, especially adding Vatanen from that Henrique trade, and the forward group is still strong. So since we're losing the Devils, I really can't... If there's any teams to lose in this Metropolitan road trip, it would probably be against the Devils if I had to bet. Because the Devils are probably the most solid team out of the 4 that we're about to face, or that we already have faced, I guess, against Philly as the last one. But these are some tough teams, but I think the Devils are on top of those, and I think that the Devils deserve the win. I think that they played a good game, at least on the scoring sheet, and of course they played solid defense to allow the Stars only 2 goals. That's just what it comes down to. Now, Hansel with a goal, he definitely needs that. That's a great confidence boost for him. Assist by Sagan and Lindell. Nice to see Lindell getting a couple points. I think he got 2 assists in this game. That's good to see. Coleman scores for New Jersey. Makes it 2-1, and the first intermission ends. It was almost 3-1, but Zaka, I think it was something like that. Zaka shot it, and it was, I think the time expired. I think that's what happened. At least I was informed of that. But I think it was called back because it was after the play clock ended. There's been way too many goals that have been called on the Stars, or have happened on the Stars when just a buzzer beater. It's been ridiculous so far. I think it was like 2 or 3 so far. I know one against the... it was against the Predators, wasn't it? Yeah. Bad times. Radulov getting a goal. It's nice to see him getting on the score sheet at least. Boyle on the power play. There's loads of penalties in this sequence. It was pretty ridiculous. The game just kind of went out of hand for a few minutes there, and then the Devils took advantage of it. Just a boatload of penalties, and the penalties at certain points really did screw the Stars over. And honestly, I think they played a decent game, especially on the shots on goal department. They weren't too hard behind by the Devils, if I'm correct. I don't know exactly, but if let's say somebody didn't take a penalty here and somebody didn't take a penalty there, it could be a lot closer. This game was close for a long time here. This game this goal widened it open a little bit, making it 3-2, I believe. So that's definitely clutch goal by Boyle. It's great. Like, honestly, if there's anybody on the Devils squad who I hoped to score 2 goals tonight, it would definitely be Boyle. Getting and surviving cancer and coming back and playing hockey so early is just a miracle in every sense of the world. Every sense of the word, he's just been fantastic. And to be able to recover that fast is kind of ridiculous. But to see him getting 2 goals, that's just fantastic. I wouldn't do anything. And honestly, I think that he should go to the All-Star game, and that would be fantastic if he was captain. That would just be a fantastic thing. Kind of similar to John Scott. Not to that caliber. But he's definitely going to become a fan favorite in New Jersey just because he's been through this, and I commend him for it. And then a guy named Lappin scores, who I've never even heard of. I don't know. I guess New Jersey Devils fans know what he is. In all my experience of NHL 18 with the rosters and all that, I still don't know who he is. I don't know. I just don't know who he is. That's kind of rare. I usually know a lot of players when they come up and play. I know the minor league systems pretty well, at least at the start of the year. But I've never even heard of Leppin, so this is just kind of just new to me. And then Boyle gets the empty net goal to seal it. The Devils win 5-2, closer than you think for a lot of the game, and it really came down to 1 goal in the third period, and then an empty netter, and then it kind of looked uneven there, but it was definitely closer than most people will think it will be. But what I've heard from people is that, at least on the Discord, that apparently it was like a really nasty game. Like of course, there was lots of penalties. I already saw that, but apparently there's a couple fights. It's kind of rare to see that for teams being in the different conferences. It's not rivaled really at all, the Stars with the Devils. I mean, they might have faced in the playoffs in the early 2000s. I have no idea. They probably have, but it really is an established rivalry. So to see a couple of fights come out from it, it will be entertaining. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately, but that would have been entertaining. It's kind of weird to see that spark, that physical and nasty spark from a game. Devils versus Stars. It's kind of weird to see. But hey, I'm not complaining. I definitely would have more to say if I actually watched the game. Probably would be a 10-minute video. I don't even know how long this is going to be. But this definitely is going to be longer than most. But the Devils play a solid game here tonight at home ice. And they're a really solid team. And honestly, if the Stars lost to them, I still would be fine with it. And they did. So I'm still fine with it. I think we'll be fine. It's definitely not time to hit the panic button. We're not Arizona or Buffalo, thank goodness. It was a step back, but it's against the Devils, an Eastern Conference team, so I'm still not worried. Against Philly, though, I should be able to watch that game, fingers crossed. I'm hoping, but that video will probably be longer than this one. This one is just here's the stats, and I'm just going to talk about them. Oh yeah, that Flyers versus Stars DSFR, they'll probably be in my grandparents' house, so just be prepared for a switch up. That's going to be it today, guys. Guys, do enjoy. Make sure to like, guys, really enjoy, and subscribe. See ya in the next DSFR, Stars versus Flyers tomorrow. Goodbye.